Right, very good evening, everybody. So, this weekend is going to be a massive test for Newcastle United. But we have the players who I think can do the job to bring the Carabao Cup home to Newcastle upon Tyne. Now, there's a lot of people doing a lot of chatter. Let me just tell you something, okay? Now, the things I do may start off online, www.etc. The merchandise store, online. Shopify, online. There's two, yeah? The apps, which I've told you about, I've showed you. And guess what? There are people who still don't believe. Now let me just point something out here. When I set about doing the coding, yeah, it was to understand what was happening on screen. It wasn't to be perfect 100%. No, wasn't. Because other ideas, other things, like crypto assets, which I have spoken about several times. Now, the first course, Web Development 3. Yeah. Now, part of Web Development 3 is artificial intelligence. Now, because of that, some of you turned around and said to me, "You're wasting your time doing the coding course." I paid for it. I paid for that course so I could learn how to code. Nothing else. Nothing else. Because, you see, I've watched more videos on coding than I've got fingers and thumb there, fingers and thumb there, and my feet as well. So I'm trying to get a grasp of what can be achieved. Now, one of the things I'll say to you is this. When you doubt, that kind of gives me fuel. Because throughout my life, people have said, "No, you cannot do that." And I've gone ahead and done it. I've done it to say to that person, "Oh, do you remember when you said that? I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that." Well, guess what? There it is. Proving people wrong. Now, the AI part, which I've showed you all in recent videos, it's not perfect. As I mentioned the other day, there were a lot of faults to the number of 10, 11 triangles, and I think there was 3 comments. So 21, 22, 23, 24 out of the whole process. and somebody turned around and said, get AI to fix it. So I set about doing that. Now what you got to remember is this. There are some people who are fluent. Yes, they are. Well, guess what? I am on the bottom step, where you have seen the code I have written. You all have, because I've showed you it. And yet, you still doubt. Now, one thing I'll say to you is this. Artificial intelligence will be used in 3 occasions. 3. That's it. The first one, seeking you. Now, I said to Bolt, when it did what it did, I didn't want a dating site. I wanted somewhere people could come together. So, that bit on the main screen has to be changed to meeting people. Because many moons ago, when Facebook first came out, it was about meeting people. Now, a lot of people turn around and say about that, about meeting, yeah? When you're meeting a person, you're not trying to do anything other than learn about that person you are communicating with. So, since I've started down this new route, I have built Geordie Nation, and very soon there will be video content there, because I want eventually there to be 3 YouTube channels. So, by doing what I'm doing, I'm trying to achieve a greater goal. So you can rip the biscuit till you're blue, green, or pink in the face. You can. But the only person you're actually ripping the biscuit out of is you. Because you're not doing it for me. You see, the reason why you're not doing it with me is because you are seeing a lad from Benwell who is doing something a little bit far to this side in showing you what I'm doing. So you can rip the biscuit, but you won't get a response. Because if you meet somebody in the street, you're not going to do that. You're going to say hello. You're not going to turn around and say, oh, I don't like you because you're too tall, or you walk sideways, or whatever. Why? It's rude. So here's the thing. Now, as I mentioned before, everything starts off online. As the money comes in, it moves from online to an office. Whether you want it or not, it will go to an office, because That's what Facebook did. And as the numbers grew on these new apps and the game, the other things, merchandise store, Shopify store, etc., will have the same, i.e. physical store. So it could take till 2028. It could. I hope it doesn't. You see, when you're doing things by yourself, there are limitations. That's why I signed up with Udemy for the course, because I checked in the city centre, walking into Nottingham College Hub. Can you help me with this? No, was the answer. So the college hub in the city I live in, Nottingham, couldn't help. Now, I'm too old for university. Now, some of you, the wisecracking ones of you, have turned around and said various different things which I won't comment on, because at the end of the day it's not even worth mentioning. But I'll tell you this much. I was absolutely crap at maths. In my day, it was arithmetic. But I can tell you this much. 1967. Being born in 1967 does not make you 70 or higher. It's total and utter crap. Now, in these next few weeks, as I was talking to Universal Credit today, I told them 2 new apps. And I've got to put that into my journal. I've already told my work coach everything, i.e. at some point I will come off Universal Credit. Because it is like skidding along on your backside with your feet chained together and some nutter driving you at high speed. That's what it feels like. Now, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to get a camera strap here. So the camera goes on there and it'll film me hands free. The reason why I'm doing that is because soon, in the next 10 days, there's a cane, a walking stick. Now you saw a walking stick in one of the other videos. Well, it's on its way, because I went and seen medical people. But I'm still going to go ahead and do what I set out to do, because I want to achieve. So you can take your smart remarks, you can, and you can laugh, go funny colours in the face. But here's one thing. The stuff that I've got has my name on it. So, in years to come, whatever happens, wherever I end up, in whatever country I end up in, my name will still be attached to what I created. And there's nothing you who laugh and giggle and smirk can do about it. Anyway, at the moment, there are things beyond my control, but I'll still keep trying. Thanks for watching, and hopefully Sunday, Newcastle United take the Carabao Cup home. Thanks for watching.